Hello, happy new week. Welcome to the Word Woman channel. Remember, no word from God is irrelevant. It might not be for you this week, but it might be for someone in your contacts. Please share this video and please do not forget to subscribe. This week we are talking about the power of sight. I'm going to read Genesis 13, 14, and 15. The Lord said to Abram after Lot had separated from him, "Lift up your eyes from where you are. Look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. For all the land which you see, I will give to you and your descendants forever." Where are you today in year 2020? What do you see? The key to Abram possessing the land was dependent on how far he could see. Two things are important about sight: what you see and how you see what you see. What you see can be a limit to how far you can go. How you see what you see is determined by the inner sight, which is vision, and what you achieve in this year and what you achieve in life. The story of Peter in Matthew 14 is really interesting. This man was with his fellow disciples on the sea. It was nighttime. Suddenly they saw a man coming towards them and they yelled out, "It's a ghost!" But Jesus calmed them down. "It is I. Do not be afraid." Peter, who was always at the forefront, outspoken, called to Jesus, "If it's really you, call me to come meet you on the water." What did he do? Jesus said, "Come on." And he began to walk on water like it was dry ground. All of a sudden, the wind began to blow. He looked away from the one who had called him and looked at the wind. And what happened? He began to sink. Jesus had to reach out to him and pull him into the boat. But he rebuked him. "O man of little faith, why did you doubt?" Why did you doubt? Another story in Numbers 13 about the 12 spies that went to Canaan to check out the land, the promised land. 12 of them went there. They saw the facts that the people there were giants and they looked like grasshoppers. 10 of them came around to deliver the message to Moses, who was the leader. Bad news. "Oh, we can't overcome those people. We can't win the battle. We can't claim the land. We can't possess the land like has been promised to us because they are giants and we are just like grasshoppers." But two of them, Joshua and Caleb, stood their ground. They knew the God who they served. They knew this God had brought them from Egypt and could not leave them at the point where they were. And I'm going to read Numbers 13 from verse 30. Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, "Let us go up at once and occupy it, for we are well able to overcome it." Did that happen? Yes, it did. They were able to overcome those giants and possess the land. The power of sight. What do you see? What do you see? Do not allow anyone dull your vision or the potential that God has put in you because of what they see around you. Never let anyone do that. God has given you something. You need to focus on Him, Jesus, who is the author and the finisher of your faith. This year 2020, do you see opportunities? Or do you see defeat or giants? You are well able to overcome. Keep your focus on the one that has called you. How do we strengthen our faith and our sight in 2020? You can strengthen your sight by focusing on Jesus. You can strengthen your sight through unwavering faith. Unwavering faith. Do not look away from Jesus. He's always there by your side. He will not leave you. He will not forsake you. He's the author and the finisher of your faith. And he has a promise for you. Jeremiah 29:11. I have a plan for you, and that plan is of good and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. Some version says to give you an expected end. Trust God. See with the eyes of faith. See beyond your physical eyes. See with the vision, which is the eyes of your heart. And you will see what God will do for you in this new year. I pray as you go into the midst of this week, the Lord will back up your vision. The Lord will back up your spiritual eyes with grace and with passion and with faith that will give you the enablement to accomplish and overcome in the new week and in the year ahead of you. God bless you. Shalom. Happy New Week.